My Hajj by Nikki Cashvan. Who would come with me on my Hajj? Well, I would be accompanied by my friends, family, and followers. People who are honest, real, and do not attract negative energy, because the Hajj is a spiritual process in which we need to be true to ourselves and connect with God and our people. A lot of the time you'll be alone because it is a time to have a personal, individual connection with God and yourself. However, at times during the Hajj, it is better to have help and support from people that share the same beliefs as you. My 5 pillars, or my beliefs, they consist of 5 pillars, which are faith, praise, give, cleanse, and connection and reflection. Faith is believe that God is the one and only God and He is the creator of the universe. Praise is pray to God at least once a day to thank Him for everything and ask Him for whatever you wish for. You can pray as many times as you wish and however long you wish, because it is a personal and individual connection with God, which can take 10 minutes or up to 5 hours. Give, which is help people who are in need by donating food, money, clothing, and your time. Cleanse, which is cleanse the soul and free it from harmful impurities to make yourself a better person. And connection and reflection, which is connecting with our religion, its culture, history, ancestors, your past, and God. And then at the end of your Hajj, reflect on the experiences you just had and decide what lifestyle changes you are willing to make to become the best person you can be. The first place I would go to would be a tropical rainforest to acknowledge all that God created for us. We can look around and see all that God created for us and the many miracles that He performs for us each day, such as creating the sky, the sun, nature, animals, and people. This will help us realize that God is the almighty creator of everything and understand that He is the one and only God. This connects to the first pillar of Islam, Shahada, which is believe in Allah and that He is the only God and His messenger is Muhammad, because we are looking at God's miracles to help register in our minds that God is the creator of the universe and God is the only God out there. The second place I would go to would be to pray at the Western Wall in Jerusalem. Praying at the Western Wall gives you a place where God's presence is very noticeable, to pour your heart out to Him and thank Him or ask Him for whatever you want. At the Western Wall, you are in a very holy place where you feel a great connection to God and your ancestors rather than at home. You can put notes in the Western Wall to thank God or ask Him for anything you wish for. This connects to Salat, the second pillar of Islam, which is pray 5 times a day, because they help you have a greater connection and more spiritual individual connection with God. This is where when you can ask God for anything you wish and want to thank Him for and to connect with your religion and ancestors. The third place I would go to would be to Haiti to help people recover from the horrible earthquake and the damage it caused. People are still living in poverty, and many people are starving and dying. They don't have food, medicine, or shelters for most people. My followers and I would travel to Haiti to donate clothes, monies, toiletry, basic medicine, and fund them to treat the sick and help build shelters. We would donate time to help build shelters and, more importantly, to talk with the victims about how their lives changed and how we could help. We will give support and show them that we really care for them. This relates to the third pillar of Islam, zakata, which is give charity to poor, because we are helping and donating to the less fortunate for nothing in return. The fourth place I would go to would be to the mikveh with my followers to cleanse our bodies and help renovate ourselves. Our souls will be free of impurities and hate. It will give us a base to start off fresh and connect with our soul and God. It will give us a mentality to start over and change our lives. It will give us the strength to stop hateful actions, speech, gossiping, and hurting our friends. This relates to the 4 pillars of Islam. Sawam, which is fasting for 4 months of the for four fasting in the month of Ramadan from sunrise to sunset, because they both are a form of cleansing our body and pushing out all the bad and horrible things we did and clearing out our souls. We are re-innovating our bodies and starting fresh. The last place I would go to on this Hajj would be to Israel. In my opinion, going to Israel is one of the most essential things that a Jew should do in their lives. They should go to Israel once in their lives so they can experience the culture and connect with our people, our ancestors, our religion, and our God. So my followers and I would go to Israel and visit all the historical and spiritual sites. This will give us a deeper connection to the Jewish history we previously learned and give us a deeper connection to our past. We will visit historical important sites in Jewish history such as Masada. This will also help us reflect on our great Hajj and give us a good environment to renovate ourselves and change our ways for the better. At the end of the Hajj, our souls are renewed. In Jerusalem, we can choose how we are going to live the rest of our lives based on what we learned from our experiences on the Hajj. This connects to the last pillar of Islam, which is Hajj, which is to go on a pilgrimage to Mecca once in your life if possible, because we both are going on a trip to a holy place for our religion to connect with the fellow people of the religion, the culture, history, ancestors, our past, and God. So I've noticed that my 5 pillars connect to the 5 pillars of Islam. So Shahada, which is believe in Allah and that He is the only God and His messenger is Muhammad, relates to faith, which is believe that God is the only God and He is the creator of the universe. Salat, which is pray 5 times a day, relates to praise, which is pray to God at least once a day to thank Him for anything and ask Him for whatever you wish for. However, in praise, there is no specific time frame that you should be praying to God, because each person has a different personal and an individual connection to God that could take 5 minutes or 10 hours. Zakat, which is giving to charity, also relates to my pillar, which is give, which is help people who are in need by donating food, money, clothing, and your time to help people less fortunate than ourselves. Sawam, which is fast for the month of Ramadan from sunrise to sunset, relates to cleanse, which is cleanse the soul and free it from harmful impurities, because the reason why Muslims are fasting during Ramadan is to teach them to cleanse their bodies and free it from harmful impurities. But in my Hajj, we are doing the cleansing a different way. So Hajj, which is go to a pilgrimage to Mecca once in our life, it also connects to connection and reflection, which is one of my pillars, which is connecting to our religion, its culture, history, ancestors, our past, and God, and reflecting on the experience of the Hajj. Thank you for watching. I hope that you can change your life after visiting this amazing journey.